A team that plays very hard, flies around, does what they do well, and plays within their system and executes at a very high level. They're a very talented football team, and they're going to be ready to go on Saturday, so we got to be ready to go too.
How do you avoid against Eastern Washington? I know you guys got the win, but to go from the high of the high against the Power 5 team to a team that on paper you guys should beat?
Right, just going 1-0 every single week. In all honesty, we got to win every single day. We got to win this Tuesday practice, Wednesday, Thursday, the entire build-up and preparation leading up to Saturday. That's where we got to win the game, and then ultimately we got to be able to play fast on Saturday. We got to be able to execute. We got to be able to put points on the board, and our defense is going to come out and play as they do every single week. So, offense got to handle their job, defense got to handle their job, and we just got to worry about ourselves.
Can you assess kind of where you are right now through 3 games? So I guess we're a quarter of the way through the regular season. Your performance here in Fresno State's offense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in a good position right now. A lot of things that have been learned, and that's the exciting thing is that I'm learning continuously every week and making improvements every single week and becoming more comfortable in the system and whatnot around my teammates. And just I feel like as an overall team, that's more important, and we're in a good spot right now, but we can't get complacent with anything that we're doing. We got to be able to get better every single week. We got to get 1% better every single day, and we got to go 1-0 every single day, like I was saying earlier. So in all honesty, we got to be able to keep pushing and stacking, and ultimately just get ready for Kent State and take it 1 week at a time.
So how do you feel like you did get 1% better today, for example?
I just feel like the process of it, waking up with your hair on fire, just getting ready to go out and get after it, attacking every single meeting, every single play, and just making the most of the opportunities that you have. We're blessed to be out here, and you can't take any practices lightly because you never know when your last day of football will be. So just having that mentality every single time that we come out here, and understanding that we got to go out and compete this weekend. And we have earned the spot to compete, but we have not earned the right to win. So we got to go out there and earn that every single weekend.
How are you doing establishing a routine? Because I heard that lack of a routine kind of led to what happened against Eastern Washington.
I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with my routine. There's some things that I change up every once in a while, but I've been calling for 3 years, so I feel good about my routine.
What was it like personally for you to kind of win at Arizona State like that and have the team performance that you guys had 29-0? Did you like reflect, Sunday morning, looking back on what you guys did against your hometown?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm an ultra competitor, so I reflected on how many points we left on the board. But in all honesty, it was super cool getting able to go back home. That's an opportunity that I haven't had been able to have since I was in college so far. So seeing all the people that I haven't seen in a long time was super cool. But in all honesty, just getting back in the film room, making those corrections, and then getting after it this week.
You mentioned leaving those points on the board, and even Coach McCann was talking about too. Like, he can help you guys, but it comes down to execution. How do you get 7 versus 3 on some of those drives when you start with great field position?
Yeah, overall it's just the total execution, all 11 parts, every single play. It can be one person that makes a mistake. It could be me. It could be someone up front. It could be anyone, in all honesty. But we got to all be on the same page. That's when we got to be locked in the most to our alignment and our assignment. And as long as we do our job, they're going to put us in a great position to be able to put points on the board. So in all honesty, it starts up with me as well. I got to be better. I got to hold those guys more accountable to that, and then we got to execute better as well.
What do you look for on the run pass option? I know you had a lot of those decisions on Saturday. What are you looking for in the defense to know whether to hand it off or throw it?
Yeah, you're just putting the person in conflict, whether that person is a nickel or a Mike or anything like that, a defensive end. If he plays one way, you're reacting a different way. If he plays another way, then you're handing the ball off. So that's pretty much how that goes.
Central Florida have a lot of run pass options as well, or is it?
Yeah, they did. They had a good amount, but that's no concern. I mean, yeah, they did a lot of that stuff, but neither here nor there.
Do you feel like at 3-0 you guys should be ranked?
I don't look at any of that stuff. We're just worried about ourselves, and just worried about Kent State this week. So I'm not concerned with any of that stuff. Not even thinking about it. So it doesn't concern me.
What were your first impressions of seeing us sell out Valley Children's Stadium, and how exciting would that be to have again this Saturday?
Yeah, it was super cool. Electric atmosphere. The Red Wave love their football and love their Bulldogs. That was very nice to have, and appreciate them coming out on the road to ASU as well. I know Coach Tedford talked about it, but they traveled very well. That helps us. That gets our juices going and gets us fired up. So looking forward to having them out at this Saturday.
Have you talked to Dean at all about Kent State and what maybe you can expect from them based off his experience?
No, I have not. I have not talked to Dean at all. So.
We'll talk about Carlton Johnson, the impact he made, not only in the field, but with his personality, his leadership.
Yeah, Carlton's. I mean, he's a champion on and off the field. Approaches the same. You're going to get the same Carlton every single day. Just easygoing, fun guy, always high-spirited as he shows in his play. So that was an excellent performance. That's one of the best performances I've seen from a defensive player since I've been in college. That was pretty impressive. And that back end is dangerous for sure. I mean, I've been going against them for the last 6 months, so I know exactly how those other quarterbacks feel. But no, we have a great defense, and I'm super excited about how they played and how they're going to continue to play.
My last question is just, what's it like learning from Tedford? And you mentioned that's the reason why you came here, but now that you've had him for now a couple months, in a season, what's the biggest thing that he's really passed on to you?
Yeah, I mean, just the overall preparation process he helps with. Just being around the building and seeing him, things like that in our conversations. Overall, just his knowledge of the game is super beneficial and helpful. He's been in a lot of situations. He's seen a lot of different stuff. So his cool, calm, and collected attitude towards everything also helps me stay poised back there. But he's a great coach. He does an excellent job preparing us. Coach Wade does an excellent job, and so does Coach McCann. I meet with them multiple times throughout the week, going over the game plan so that we're able to execute at the highest level we can. So I appreciate those guys.
All right, Dean, you've now played for both Fresno State and Kent State. What is the mindset of a Golden Flashes team? Like, what sort of identity do they take on?
I really can't speak to the new staff because it's a completely new staff since I left there, but I'm sure they play hard-nosed football just like any other football team would want to, and I'm excited to play them this week.
What's the mindset for you? Is it surreal to kind of go up against some of your former teammates?
Yeah, it's kind of cool in a sense to, get to go against them again, see some of the guys that I built those friendships with, and get to play this week.
Describe how big football is in Ohio where you grew up.
It's huge. It's everything. My little town, Maston, Ohio, 30,000 people, had a 20,000 people stadium that was packed out every Friday, and they used to say the best time to go and rob the town was on Friday nights because everybody was at the game. So it's huge in Ohio.
And that's very close to Kent State, right? So did you grow up watching Kent State football?
I did not actually. I was a Ohio State fan, but
so Kent State's kind of like low on the pecking order than in Ohio college football, right?
There's a lot of college football teams in Ohio. So you got the whole MAC, which half the teams are in Ohio. Then you got Cincinnati, Ohio State, all those teams, and you have the Browns and the Bengals. So there's just so much football in Ohio that everybody likes different teams.
So my last thing is, how does Kent State separate themselves from the other schools in Ohio?
When I was going there, Coach Lewis recruited me, and he was big on flipping the culture there because they didn't have a culture of winning. So when he got there, we won the program's first bowl game and stuff like that. So that was how they got me there.
What other offers did you have in high school? Why did you choose Kent State to kind of jump off that question?
Yeah, I had a couple other offers in the MAC, Air Force, Army, some other schools like that. And like I said, Coach Lewis was a big factor in why I went there and also why I left. And he had this thing about wanting to recruit winners to flip around the program, and that's something I believe we did when I was there, and I was happy during my time there to do that with him.
What was it about Fresno State when you were in the transfer portal that excited you about wanting to come here?
Yeah, I talk about this in some other interviews. It was really the culture of the program and the team and what it means to be a Bulldog here, and just that grit that the community and the team identifies with.
Did you expect to have such an impact, influence, such a role so quickly? I mean, 3 games in, you're right up there with everybody else, all the leading stats guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. That's what I want to do. I want to contribute to the team, but at the end of the day, I also want to win, and the goal each and every day and week is to go 1-0.
How did you and the defense celebrate a shutout at Arizona State?
Just talking to the guys, having fun. Coach Core bought us some donuts on Sunday, so that was super fun, and it was a great time. We played great.
I think we talked to you about what you'd heard about Bulldogs or Valley Children's Stadium on game day, but getting to experience it, looking forward to this Saturday. What is that game day atmosphere like?
It was electric. I'm excited to see it in its full form this weekend in red. So
describe what it's like when the secondary's all on the same page, like that Azealia Hamilton pick. You were right there just like Hamilton was, but he got it, and you were going to make the play if he didn't. What does it mean to be on that same wavelength as everyone else?
Yeah, I mean, when the defense and the secondary is all in sync, it's really poetry in motion. So it's a great feeling to know that I have his back, he has mine, and we're all working together for the same thing.
And Carlton with 3 picks.
Yeah, huge. He had a great game. Very proud of him. Excited to see him this week and weeks moving forward.
What has you guys playing together as one in that secondary?
Just knowing that we can trust each other. Trust is a big thing on a defense. Knowing that if he does his job, he can count on me to do mine.